Oh, oh, hello, hello, hello. Hey, hello. I'm turning on all the things. Used to watch me so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. How have you been? How have you been? It's summertime. All right, I got to give y'all a song. Disclaimer, I'm not feeling very bubbly today. It's kind of a sad day, but I'm going to give you the song, the Rain Ashante song. It's Monday Night Live. 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 Yeah. It's Monday Night Live. Hey, 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 hey. Monday Night Live. It's Monday Night Live. Hey, we are here. We are here Monday night and alive. Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Hello, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been summer. I've been summering. I've been traveling. I've been going to Paris. I've been working. I've been living, y'all. I've been living the good life. And I don't know if some of you saw the title. Some of you saw the title. I think I put it into YouTube and TikTok or maybe Instagram, one of them. But it's the title is Monday Night Live Remembering Malcolm. Now Malcolm-Jamal Warner is who I'm talking about. He is was an actor who um, played on the Cosby Show when I was a kid. It was a show about a black family. Um, very successful black family, very good content, lessons, just feel good TV watching. And Theo, who Malcolm played, was the only son of a doctor and a lawyer. And he was super talented and funny and just a brilliant actor. So the whole family leaves their impact on me and my life and even my choices becoming an actor. Felicia Rashad played the mom, who was Claire Huxtable. They were the Huxtables. And Claire Huxtable is someone who I definitely looked up to and wanted to be like. And I felt like I was like the Claire Huxtable of YouTube once I started being Jay's mom. So that show definitely left an impact on me. But sadly, the news today that Malcolm-Jamal Warner passed away. Um, I don't think it makes a difference how, but he's gone. He's he is yeah, it's hard, guys. I'm sorry. It's been sort of hard for me today after hearing the news. Thank you, Javane. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your love. Honestly, that's the reason why I came on YouTube. You just got a love burst. Thank you, Javane. The reason why I came on is just because I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I need your support. I need your support because I feel like I want to cry. Now I'm about to cry because I'm talking about crying. But I feel like I want to cry. But Theo, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, I I am an actress in Hollywood, but I don't know all the black actors in Hollywood. Some people might think that live in other states or countries, because we're all actors. I'm a black actor, so some people might think that I know Malcolm-Jamal Warner, but I didn't. I never met him, but I still feel such a loss. I feel a real I feel yeah, I feel a loss. Like he was mine. Like we had experiences together. Oh, this is hard, y'all. I didn't know. I knew I felt like I wanted to, you crying, Brandon. Brandon, yeah, see, we gonna cry together then because I do feel like it's coming. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to get on here and cry. I don't know where my tissues are, but I didn't want to get on here and cry. But it's. Hey, we'll cry together, Brandon. We'll cry together because it's so sad. It is super sad that this amazing actor, this amazing actor, and from what I hear, like I said, I didn't know him personally, but I hear that he was an amazing person, like in real life. Like people just loved him. He was a great guy with integrity, and he believed in good relationships with he always talked about his dad, he talked about his mom, and he talked about his cast on Cosby Show and the relationship that they had. And so many people have so many good things to say about him right now. Everybody's talking about him on social media, and how you know people that really knew him had a real relationship with him, a friendship with him. They say how amazing of a person he was, not just the fact that he was a great actor and super talented, but he was a really good guy. Hey, Kier. Hi, Kier. Thank you for joining me. Maybe we can have a couple people on to have a conversation about it. Kier, they got me on here crying. They got me on here crying because I didn't plan on getting on here to cry, but I did want to just talk about it because this is like a major, I think it's a major loss in our community, and not just the Black community. Yes, definitely in the Black community. Nachum's here. Thank you, Nachum. I feel the love, y'all. I feel the love. But yeah, definitely in the Black community, in the entertainment community. Thank you, Nachum. Nachum is, oh, he's so sweet. He always shows up when I need him all the time. Thank you, Nacho. That's my sweetest, bestest Insta YouTube son. But we're talking about, the loss of Malcolm-Jamal Warner. It's super sad, right? It's super sad. Yeah, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. Dora said Malcolm-Jamal Warner, aka Theo Huxtable, died from accidental drowning. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's hard to hear. I didn't realize how much, he meant to me until I heard, and I wasn't able to really. I was at work. I was at work when I heard about it, and I wasn't really able to kind of process it yet. And I had talked to some of the other actors that were there, some of the other, older Black actors like me. And they were, shocked too. Everybody was shocked, but we were working, so we couldn't really like go in about it. Um, but yeah, man, I didn't realize that it was going to affect me like this. I just wanted to get on and just have a moment. But I guess this is the moment. Whatever's happening, it's fine. Just to work through some emotions, sadness, grief. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you, and I'm here for you too. Brandon is saying I'm crying. I'm sorry, Brandon, for the loss that we have. We're all sharing this loss, right? Anybody that watched the Cosby Show and just had a good time being entertained by by the Cosby family and Theo specifically. I'm here for you. I know you guys are here for me. I really appreciate it because this is not an easy day, honey. This is not an easy day. This is not, because it's sort of like in your family or in any family, period. In any family, you don't expect the children to pass away first. It seems unnatural. It's and not that I'm wishing the parents to pass away anytime soon, but they are older and you expect the parents to go before the children. And he was one of the children. He was one of the Cosby kids, and he was the only son. He was the only son of the Cosby kids, and he was a good son. He was a good son. He was a good man. You know, and it was important. It was important for him to represent Black people, Black men, Black youth in a positive way. It was very important for him to do that. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for his dedication. I'm thankful for his dedication and loyalty to the community, to the Black community, to always, and I don't believe that he was a perfect person. Nobody is. Nobody's a perfect human being, but he tried his best to be a good man. He tried his best to be a good man, and not just for himself, for all of us to have to look up to. He was a role model. He was a role model, and he did that intentionally. He intentionally became a role model for all of us to look up to. And I appreciate him and I honor him today. So sorry, I am crying, but I'm here for you guys. And I thank you for being here for me. It is not an easy day. It's not an easy day. Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Someone's asking on TikTok, who is Malcolm? Who is Malcolm? I know this community, like this community that I have. I'm grateful for you all. I love you all. You guys are mostly a young audience, young community. So you probably didn't watch Cosby, because the Cosby Show, right? Cosby Show was in the late 80s and 90s. It was like the best show that was on TV in the 80s and 90s. It was the number one TV show of all TV shows, not just Black shows, but all TV shows. Cosby Show was the best show. And Malcolm-Jamal Warner was the actor that played Theo. So check it out. You guys can YouTube it. Y'all know YouTube. Y'all got YouTube. Y'all got ChatGPT. Y'all look up and ask, what is the Cosby Show? And then you'll find that Malcolm-Jamal Warner is an actor that played the character Theo on the Cosby Show, and he was excellent. He was excellent as the son. And so I just wanted to, it is what it is. Today, I knew I wanted to get on if I made it back home from work. I wanted to get on. I haven't been able to get on lately. I just got back into town from Paris. Yay. I think I talked to you guys like a week or two before I went to Paris, and I thought maybe I'd be able to get on live while I was in Paris. That did not happen. I didn't do anything that had to do with being back in LA, in Paris. I was just in Paris. I was living my life in Paris. There was a lot going on there. So I couldn't really focus on, keeping up with my regular routine. But I'm glad to be back here with you guys. I'm glad to be back here with you guys. I love you guys. I thank you for being here for me. I thank you for Nachum showing up, and Dora, and my friend Kier. Dora said, I've been crying all day. I'm sorry, honey. I know. We're in this together. We're in this together, girl. You said, okay, someone said drowning is never fun at all. I fear that all the time. Do you have any tips for swimming in light of this tragedy? No, no, I don't have any tips. I don't have any tips, but take care of yourselves. Yeah, take care of yourselves because you just don't know. You just don't know. I'm assuming that he could swim. I'm assuming that he could swim, and crazy things happen, accidents happen. Accidents happen. Anything can happen. I mean, literally, you can walk down the steps and fall and hurt yourself. You know what I mean? Like anything can literally happen. So um I would say, as far as fear goes, I don't subscribe to that. Of course, you're going to be scared of things. Yeah, you're scared of things. um I mean, as a matter of fact, my yoga teacher had talked about fear versus um what is it, fear versus paranoia. Okay, so that's what it is, being paranoid, right? There's a difference between fear and being paranoid. So fear is actually it's a real thing. Like, there's something, like a spider, right? Like, if there's a spider, you see the spider, you're fearful that spider is going to get on you, bite you, whatever it's going to do, right? um and that's a real thing. Or bear, or something that is scary. you know so yeah, that's a fear, and that's natural to fear, you know dangerous things, right? But then there's something that's paranoia, where you kind of go around and about in your mind about something that could happen, and it could be like a spider, or a bear, where you're just thinking, or swimming, where you're just thinking, oh my gosh, what if something happens if I go swimming? But anything can happen anywhere, right? So you don't want paranoia, which is like just thinking of all these negative thoughts in your mind about what could happen. You don't want that to take over, because that's unhealthy. That's an unhealthy place to be, right? And this accident that happened with our brother Malcolm, hopefully won't scare people away from swimming, right? Swimming is fun. It's natural. Um it's a sport. It's an exercise. Swimming shouldn't be a thing um that people should be afraid of now because someone passed away by drowning. There's millions of people that have, I don't know, millions probably, that of people that have drowned. It happens, it happens. But there's millions of people that die in a car accident, or a plane crash. I don't know. I mean, so there's so many things that could happen to us, but we can't walk around fearful. And that's the thing for him, our brother Malcolm, is that he was on vacation with his family. He was enjoying life. He wasn't afraid. It didn't seem like it. He wasn't fearful. To go on out and swim and enjoy his vacation, with his family. Of course, he didn't think that an accident would happen, but I think that he was there to enjoy his life with his family. And unfortunately, an accident happened, and we're all grieving his loss. But um, I do believe, because I am a Christian, so let's bring it back to God. I do believe that absent from the body is present with God. So I believe that he is in a better place. He is with God, which is all loving, all you can't get any closer to oneness with the spirit when you're not in your body anymore. This is just a shell. his body. This is, you think that, people like me that love to throw on a wig and, and I don't know, nails and makeup and things like that, that's just the outer part of who you are, the body. But the body is a mask. The body is masking the soul, right? The body is masking the soul. And maybe that's a lesson for today, is that, that I think we're grieving the soul of Malcolm, right? Of course, he was a young, handsome, guy when he started, and a very, handsome man when he grew up, and used his talent and his looks, and to get very far in life, his intelligence as well. But we were in love with the soul of the man. He was a good man, and we were in love with his soul, and that part of him is still alive. It's just that because he's not masked in this body anymore, we're not able to witness it. But that part of his soul, that part of himself, who he truly is still alive. So I think if anything, that's the lesson for me, and hopefully that helps other people. Um, that this body is not who you are. The soul is who you are. The soul is who you are. And yes, we can use this body and make it strong and healthy, and make it do all the things that we wanted to do in life, right? Because that's what it's here for, right? It's here for us to experience this existence. Hey, baby. Our body is here to experience these things on planet Earth, and experience each other, touching and smelling, and hugging, all the things, right? But that's not what's on the inside. The soul is what's really you. It's who you are. So yeah, hopefully, I cried a little. I thank you for allowing me to cry a little. Now I want to breathe a little and just be thankful and grateful for the life of Malcolm, and his example, his mark that he left on our lives. I love that he wanted to be a role model. That makes me want to strive to think about others, when I'm choosing even the work that I do, um, or my personal life. How do I want my personal life to look, to other young people that's coming up, right? Because it matters. It matters to us all. Watching Malcolm grow up and being a good guy, and not getting into like trouble. I mean, I've never heard him get into any trouble. Like, I've never heard of him. I'm sure, like I said, he's not perfect. He ain't Jesus. But he was close. He was a good guy, a really, really good guy. And he did that intentionally. He was intentional about the things that he said, the things that he did. So it really is a great example for me. The more that I become in the spotlight, while you guys see me, and all the Darman fans, and whatever projects that I do, the more notoriety and fame that I get, to be conscious of people watching, um and being affected by my choices in life. Sorry, guys. Sorry, TikTok. Oh, thank you, Queen. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see. I've talked enough, I guess, right? I talked enough. Nachum. Thank you, Nachum. Nachum gave me a badge. He's the best. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nachum. Oh, thank you, Brianna. You said stop crying. You crying again? Okay. We're here together, honey. Kelly, thank you, honey, for the badge. I see you. I appreciate you guys. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I really wanted to come on here and just like be with you guys, but you guys are showing me love. You said it's okay to cry to have you have a memory of him. Yes. Thank you. You've been crying all day. Oh, Dora, I'm sorry, honey. I know we're in this together, girl. So sad. You crying too, Nacha? Oh, I know, y'all. It's hard. It is sad. Thank you, Nacha. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Would making someone laugh make you feel better, even tickling? We're sad because Malcolm, aka Theo, died. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Say, hey, can you tell her I'm a single mom as it is a need for me, my child, if she can send anything? Oh, wow. Okay. If anybody wants to send anything to Miss I Am Maya, go ahead. Nachum, sending sister lots of love. Oh, that's so sweet. Thinking of you. Thank you, Nachum. Thank you, honey. You're so sweet. I'm back crying again. I'm sorry. I know he's my favorite too. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Richard. You said stay strong. You rewatched the airplane video? Oh yeah, I love Samuel and Amberlyn. Oh yeah, I think I saw Amberlyn the other day. It's been a while since I've worked with her. Be positive, stay strong. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support. Never forget Malcolm and Eddie. Yeah, Malcolm and Eddie was good. Your favorite was the shirt. I know the shirt episode. Thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you guys. See, I appreciate all this love. Thank you. Thank you, Nachum. Bill Cosby just said that he's very upset. I can imagine. That was like his son. Still no response from Eddie. I think Eddie did send out something. No, it's hard. It just happened today, so I can only imagine. It's hard, y'all. I couldn't even believe it. I think I'm still in shock because like when I heard about it, I was like, no, 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 this can't be true. It can't be true. Like, no. Cause why? No. Love you too, sweetheart. Thank you, Nachum. What's my next Darman video? You gotta wait and see. Okay, I got to the end of all the Instagram ones. Okay. How was Paris? Paris was amazing, you guys. I just wanted to say Paris was incredible. I've never been to Paris before. Never. I think I manifested this trip though. I will say that because I was learning French and I don't know why. I just felt like learning French. Maybe it's because I was watching the show Emily in Paris. There's a show called Emily in Paris on Netflix, and it's about a young woman who is living in Paris. She's from Chicago though, and she doesn't know any any French at all, and she's living in Paris, and she just loves it. She loves it. She loves the food, the language. I mean, not the language. I mean, she don't know no language, but the clothes. Oh my gosh, you should see the clothes. You should see the clothes because she's like um a PR person. So she's just posting stuff for this fashion marketing company, I want to say. And she's just posting beautiful pictures of being in Paris. And, so, I mean, her life just seems like a dream life. She's having, romantic, encounters with really handsome guys. And, so she's just living her whole life in Paris. And maybe that triggered, I just enjoy the show, but maybe that triggered me to go and start learning French. So I've been learning French, which did not help me at all when I went to Paris because, of course, they're not giving me, just colors and numbers. They're speaking whole paragraphs. uh, so, yeah, it was quite interesting. But I will say, the people there, they were gracious. They weren't mean. I think French people get a bad rep for foreigners, especially Americans coming over and not being able to speak the language, so they'll kind of ignore you. Or I only had a couple of times that happened. It's fine. uh, that's because what I had to learn is that Americans are rude. We're not, and by Americans I mean me, because I'm used to coming into a room and every now and then I'll say hello, right? Every now and then I'll say, hello, or whether it's a store or I don't know. But I'm used to people saying, "Oh, hello, how can I help you?" Right? They are used to, in their culture, used to people coming in and saying bonjour, like bonjour. Like, if you don't say bonjour, you are not being very polite. You're being rude, right? So you're being rude if you don't come in and say bonjour. You're being rude. So I realized that I don't greet people as soon as I come in, which I need to work on that because I want people to feel comfortable and happy to be in my presence when I come. I want to make sure that they know bonjour, I'm happy to be here. Hello, so that only happened a couple times where I realized, oh, I didn't say bonjour. And then when I say bonjour, they started helping me. I was like, parlez-vous anglais? That's, do you speak English? Everybody spoke English. So it was they were very gracious. I would say they were very gracious with me, little American LA, come from DC me, you know. Uh but I did have a really good time. I had a good time. I tried to see everything that I could. I went to the Eiffel Tower. I went to the Louvre Museum to see the Mona Lisa. Um, I got on this boat, cruise boat. It was really nice too. It was a really nice boat, and things are not very expensive in Paris. You would think that things are super expensive. I mean, of course, you got the high end stores and things like that, but usually I travel by the train. I didn't have to, catch a taxi or Uber everywhere, because everything is accessible. Everything is literally accessible. You can get on a train, a bus, and just go wherever, anywhere you want to go. Unlike LA, I will say, you need a whole car in LA. But I do realize that if you're not staying directly in Paris, you probably do want a car, like, so you can just make it to everywhere. I still didn't make it everywhere I wanted to go. And that's because I didn't have a car, because there were some places that were further out that I was just like, dang, if I had a car, I could have driven out there. Nacho says, I was in the south of France. What? Nacho, you didn't take me? Nacho, how you gonna go to the south of France? I hear the south of France is very, very nice. It's very posh. How was it? I didn't know you were in the south of France. From Thursday until Sunday, the day you came, I was on my way. What? Nacho, that's so incredible. Ah, my Insta son. Yes. You said every Dark Man video makes you cry. How was the south of France? Okay, so yeah, so Paris was amazing, guys. Paris was amazing. I loved it. I was there because I'm doing a new program for that's called drama therapy. So what drama therapy does is it takes like the exercises actors do, playing out scenes and just acting scenarios out so that it can help, in a therapeutic way, in a healing way, to help people with their traumas and their anxiety, their depression, childhood drama, things like that. So I started a program, and I've been wanting to do this program forever, but they sent me an email saying they're going to Paris to do this workshop there. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to do this program. Because I was like, what? I really want to do this program. And y'all going to Paris? I've never been to Paris. I want to go to Paris. And of course you fantasize. I fantasized about Paris ever since, I can remember. And it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful, magical place. Don't get me wrong. But it is regular people there. People just there living their lives, and for them, Paris is home. It's, you know, like I look at DC. I still get, the butterflies and everything when I'm, in LA. I get so excited about different places and things and people, and when I'm in LA. But like when I go to DC, I'm just like, that's DC. DC is a big deal. It's the capital of our country. DC is a huge big deal. And um so I may take it for granted, but there's people all over the world that come there to see the White House and the monuments and, experience the cherry blossoms and, all the wonderful things about DC. I took it for granted. Now that I'm older, I appreciate it. I appreciate it more. But I took it for granted when I was young. But that's just how, I'm sure some people in Paris are. They just, they're here in this wonderful, magical place, and they're just like, whatever, you know, just still living their, regular lives. Doris said, me and my mom went to see Beyonce. How was it, girl? I know it was amazing. I know, because I saw her too. And I'm thinking about going to see her in, I don't know if she's still there now. I think about it. She's supposed to be in Vegas in July. And July is like almost over. So I might have missed her. But you were there for a wedding, Nachum. Oh my gosh. Was the wedding beautiful? Was it a beautiful wedding in the south of France? That is a dream wedding. That sounds like a dream wedding. That's amazing. Hi, Tanisha. Thank you. You missed your flight? What? So you had to fly 2 hours later with the stop in DC. Oh, you went to DC? Look at you. We were just talking about DC. How'd you miss your flight? Oh my gosh, not you. How'd you miss it? Please send pictures, please. Definitely. You said next time what? You gonna take me? Oh, thank you. You said that was the best concert ever? Right. I believe you. You will never forget it. Best concert. Beyonce, best top tier, best concert ever. Best concert ever. Best, right? Beyonce's concert. Let me tell you. That girl, she sings, she dances. She's amazing. She is incredible. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I am like still getting used to this time zone. I will tell you that. Now, what about you, Nachum? Are you still jet lagged? Because I have tried to get back on schedule last week, but it's still hard. I still wake up at like 2 and 3 in the morning, and my body doesn't want to go back to sleep. So some days I've been like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay up, and I feel miserable. I feel miserable when I stay up. So thank God lately I've just been taking a little nap during the day so that can help me. But it's been hard, y'all, coming back from Paris and now trying to get back on this time zone. Because they're like, what is it, Nachum? Like 10 hours ahead? It's a huge like time difference. Huge. Not just a couple hours. There's a huge difference. Soledad's here. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi. Brandon. I know I saw Brandon. Brandon said he was sad. Sean is here. I know. We're all in it. We're in this together. We're in this together. We're going to be okay. I know it's going to be a while for us to I don't know. Because we can't, after, Theo passing away, it's like, how can we just get back to normal? It's no getting back to normal. It's just a loss that we have to deal with. It's like somebody in your family. It literally is, right? I lost my grandma, 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, I lost my grandma. I still feel that loss. I still wish she was here, right? So it's hard to lose someone and continue to live life, but that person would have wanted you to just keep going and have a great life. And then we'll see each other again. Again, I'm a Christian. I think the lesson here the lesson here is that this body is not who we really are, right? We'll see each other again on the spiritual side, Um that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Hopefully that helps people during this time. But enjoy the rest of your experience. We're here to experience life, and I truly believe that Malcolm, I like to call him Theo, but his real name is Malcolm. And you know what, they get offended, like these child stars. They really get like annoyed and offended by you calling them by their character name, which I think it's such an honor. I really do. Like when you guys call me Jay's mom, I'm like, that's cool. And at first I was like, well, I got a name, like, listen, when I'm out, y'all don't call me by my name. Most of y'all don't even call me Jay's mom. Y'all say Darman, 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 Darman. Aren't you Darman? Like literally, y'all call me Darman when y'all see me like out in public. Or aren't you on Darman? Like, aren't you on Darman? So I think it's an honor. I think it's an honor, that you do your job so well, that you portrayed this character so well that people will never forget you being this character. They will never they truly believe that you're that person. That's a compliment to me. I think it's a compliment. But sometimes people get a little upset. I know somebody had said something, the guy that played Steve Urkel. And I'm sure like he don't want nobody to call him Steve Urkel. I think his name is Jaleel White. Okay, I got his name, Jaleel White. But people probably still go to him and be like Steve Urkel, right? I think that's an honor. But Jaleel White, he said that he hopes that Malcolm is remembered for not just being a child actor, but also being an artist and a father and a good man. Of course, and we're happy. We're happy that he became those wonderful, amazing things. He's a good man. But we fell in love with Theo, right? We fell in love with Theo. That's who took our hearts. That's who's who has a space in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirits. Thank you, Ivan. I see you. He stole our hearts. That's what I mean. he stole Theo stole our hearts. Theo stole our hearts. Malcolm is great. Malcolm is wonderful, and how he went on in life and still was a good man and successful. But Theo stole our hearts, and so I can't blame someone for calling him Theo or Steve Urkel for that matter. Steve Urkel stole our hearts. I can't blame anybody for saying, "Oh, that's Steve Urkel," because we love Steve Urkel. We love Steve Urkel. We love Theo. We love all those characters, all those kid characters that we grew up with. Y'all love Jay. You call Jay Jay. Jay's real name is Sean, right? His real name is Sean, but I think that's wonderful because Jay stole your hearts. You love Jay. You love Jay. And a part of Sean is Jay. Sean isn't all Jay, right? But Jay is all Sean. Sean is more than that character. But that character is nothing without Sean, right? And Jay stole our hearts. Theo stole our hearts. We love him. We love him. So I don't think it's anything wrong. I don't personally. I don't think it's anything wrong with being called by the character name, and in a good way. It's not like, oh, I hate that, whoever that character is. No, it's a great way. That's our Theo. That's our Theo, like no. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but can you do the Tyler, the creator dance? I don't know what that is. Most definitely here for you. Oh, Shantae, thank you, girl. Malcolm touched all of our lives. Yes, he did, Brandon. Shantae, oh, you are beautiful, honey. Thank you. A moment of silence. Oh, thank you, Alexia. Hi, Stephanie. You too, family. I'm still crying. It's okay, Brandon. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's hard. I'm okay, guys. Thank you. Long live Theo Huxtable. That's right. Theo stole our hearts. We love him. We love him. And his soul still remains with us. He said there was an interview that Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and something about his name too is amazing, right? Something about Theo Huxtable, played by Malcolm-Jamal Warner. I don't know, because a lot of people wouldn't have those three names. But when I found out like who Theo is, his real name, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, there's so much like confidence in that name. I mean, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but like just to be in Hollywood, right? Where people's names are Tom Cruise, right? Brad Pitt, right? I mean, even Bill Cosby, right? Yeah, I mean, with simple, straight names, Malcolm, and chose, he was a young kid, whatever, he was 15 when really everything hit for him, but he chose to continue to be known as his full name, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Like, he got all them syllables, right? He got like 6 syllable Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He got all the syllables, and he was not like, no, just Malcolm Warner, right? Easy. Malcolm Warner. No, I'm Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Like, it's something like confident and like, it's something like manly about call me by my full name. Don't shorten my name. Call me by my full name. I admire that. That's something that for me, I feel like that's admirable. These things, just thoughts of things like that. Just it means something. A name means something, right? It means something. And for him, his name is Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and he wants y'all to know that. Okay? Not Malcolm Warner, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Okay? I love that. I love that. You rewatched the airplane episode? Great. Malcolm and Eddie. Malcolm's legacy will live on forever in our memories and our hearts. That's right. Thank you. Right. My name, is a chosen name, and it's a birth name, right? It's a spiritual name. Raina is a spiritual name for me. I've told you guys this. I've had Raina as my name for about 2 years now. So Raina is a spiritual name for me. I got this name from after experiencing a spiritual um awakening. I mean, for lack of a better word, I don't know. Spiritual awakening. I went through sort of like a seminary school where, at my church we just studied the Bible and prayed and meditated, and we just had so many revelations and downloads from God, from Spirit. And Raina was one of the downloads. And so yeah, so Raina has been my name for for about 2 years now. Listen, believe me, it's a spiritual name, and it's not something that I was like, oh, I want to be called Raina because it means queen. No, it's something that was given to me, and I was like, man, do I have to tell people? Like, I realized that my spiritual name is Raina, but why do I have to tell people? Like, real people, that my name is Raina. And just me and God, I hear you talking to me, you can say, Raina, I got something to tell you. That's great. But you want me to tell other people to call me Raina? I felt like it was weird, and it's still weird. Even when I go to work, or, I went to hang out with some friends last week for a birthday, and I was like, I introduced myself to new people as Raina, and they were like, wait, what? Should we call you Raina? My old friends. And I'm like, no, I know it's weird, but like, this is my name. Like, and I was told to tell people to call me by that name. So yeah. So Raina is a spiritual name, but it's my name, Raina Shante, and honestly, that's a lesson for me. Like I was saying about, Malcolm, is like, it wasn't just Malcolm, in the business. Now I'm sure his friends called him Malcolm, right? Or whatever nickname they might have called him. But in the business, when it came down to business, Malcolm-Jamal Warner is his name, right? So and maybe that was a business thing. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe that was a business thing for him. For anybody that might use his name, maybe his name is trademarked. I'm just learning about things like this, that you can trademark your name, or, if anybody uses your name, now it's marketable. You can get paid off of someone using your name, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. If anybody uses Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and, to make like money, so he'll have to get money off of that because that's his name. If he trademarked it, and I'm sure he did, because he's smart and his parents are smart, and I'm sure he has people that give him wisdom and advice about making money, and his own property, intellectual property, his whatever, his name property. So maybe it's a business thing. I don't know, but he definitely stood on is Malcolm-Jamal Warner. So I love that. I love that. Yeah. YouTube mom is working the Beyonce hair. Yes. Brother Brandon. Yes. Did Mikey and Jaden's older brother Owen impersonate Santa Claus and give the kids coal instead of appropriate gifts? I don't know, Michael. That's a good question. Life happens to everyone. Oh, I miss you too, Shantae. I know it's been a while since I've been here, since before I went to Paris. It's been a couple weeks. Oh, my Nachum sent me another gift. Oh, thank you, Nachum. You guys, let's give it up for Nachum. Nachum is the best, sweetest son. I appreciate you. I do. You make me feel good. All of you guys. But Nachum, I mean, honestly, that's love. That's love for me. If somebody sends me like a special little gift, a little cash, that is very special to me. It is, and I really do appreciate you. I really do. I do from the bottom of my heart. Not just showing up, but also just sending a little piece of love. There's nothing wrong with that, because I know that one thing a man gonna do, if he loves something or somebody, he is going to invest in that something or somebody, right? He gonna invest money into that something or somebody. So I know that you love me, Nacho, and I love you as well. So thank you so much. Thank you guys. This feels good. This feels good. I'm so glad I came on here to talk to you guys today. Monday is Still my day to come on and talk to you guys, but I really was inclined to come and talk to you. I was thinking about coming later because I think you guys like later. Like it's not even a lot of people on Instagram right now. And I think you guys like later, like, and I mean later, like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Um, but I didn't want it to wait too late because I also want to edit a video and put it out there for my podcast because I'm trying to get caught up with everything because I was in Paris, y'all. I was in Paris and I was not doing nothing that I'll be doing here in LA. I was Parising, okay? I was in Paris, Parising. So let's see. Before I go, even though you're crying about his death, but his memory will be remembered. That's right. Like I said, Malcolm was a gentle soul. Yes, he was. Yes, he was a gentle soul. Let me see what else. Oh, Brandon said he loves you, Sister Dora. Dora, are you there? What time is it in LA? It's 8:41. 8:41. 8:41. It's 11:39. See, it's late. Yeah, it's late in other places. Good to know. Go Raina, the spiritual name. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Um, you have the best Instagram, brother. Do a dance right now. What are you wearing? People always call Alfonso Carlton from Fresh Prince. Exactly, Quan. There you go, Quan. See, Quan agrees with me. People call Alfonso Ribeiro Carlton because he was so good at playing Carlton. You know, what is wrong with that? People fell in love with Carlton. Carlton stole our hearts. Thank you. I see my gifts. Thank you. He stole our hearts. So that's how we remember him. We always remember someone who steals our hearts, who just has a special place that nobody can feel. Like like Theo. Like Theo, right? We love Theo. Even though his name is Malcolm-Jamal Warner, we respect the man, but we love Theo. You know, that's who stole our hearts 40 years ago. What was that? The late 80s. Late 80s was okay. I don't know exactly when that show came out. Does anybody know exactly when that show came out? I can't even get on my phone because I'm doing TikTok on my phone. Was it 87, 88? So it's not quite 40 years. Almost 40 years though. Almost 40 years. If it's like 2020, 27, 28, then it would be like 40 years since the Cosby Show. 84? Brandon, it came out in 84? The Cosby Show came out in 84. That means it's been 40 years. 40 years. But it didn't go off until like the 90s, like the early 90s. But still, 40 years ago, over 40 years. 84 is last year. Last year was 40 years. That's a long time, y'all. Dang. The Cosby Show been around a long time. It was such a great show, y'all. It's such a great show. If you guys can ever catch an episode or two, honestly, I would love to get like the whole like video collection. I was in love with the Cosby Show, and I don't know why I never like thought about, keeping that in the time capsule, keeping those episodes, because it's timeless, honestly. Even you go on TikTok, you see people acting out, those Cosby Show scenes. You really do. You see people acting out Cosby Show scenes 40 years later, So it's definitely timeless, watching those videos. So I don't know. Maybe I'll talk my husband into getting it for me for Christmas or my birthday. It may not be none left. It may not be none left because I don't even see the Cosby Show anywhere. Does it come on like Nick at Night or like, I don't know, one of these streaming services? I mean, I would like to know because I would love to watch it, just for nostalgic sake. I don't want to cry though. because I think I would if I was watching it and then saw Theo. I was even watching little short videos of his scenes because I wanted to post something on Instagram, and I did. I posted the Garden Gartrell shirt, episode where he, where Denise, his sister, had made him a shirt that was supposed to be fashion, and it was horrible. So anyway, I was watching those videos and I was like, I was tearing up. I was tearing up watching the little shorts, but it would be nice to just have those, just to watch. It's so much to watch though, but that right there, I would watch it. I would totally. Oh, Doris said, I love you too, Brandon. Raina said, oh, wait, Snowy said, Raina, I'm a massive fan, aspiring actor. How do I become one? Oh, buy my book. I'm glad you asked. Buy my book, Finding You in Every Script. That's number one. That's number one, Finding You in Every Script. I also have I'm telling you, y'all, I'm behind because I really wanted to get this online course that goes along with my book. It's going to be an online acting course that goes along with my book that teaches you. It's video of me teaching what I have in my book. So I'm going to have that coming out soon, shortly. But yeah, you just study, you follow people. I also do coaching. Send me a DM. Listen, send me a DM if you want to coach with me. I got you. But yeah, that's what I did. I looked up to people like Malcolm-Jamal Warner, watched their work, and I found where is it that I want to go? What arena, what type of storytelling do I want to tell? Because that's what we're doing, as actors, we're storytelling, right? We're just using our whole bodies, not just our mouths, but we're storytelling. And I'm glad that I'm blessed to be working at Darman. I worked there today and last week, and I get to tell these amazing stories. These heartfelt stories. It's sort of like the Cosby Show. I get to do what I grew up watching, which is such a dream come true. It really is a dream come true. So I'm grateful for the life of Malcolm-Jamal Warner and how he added to this show that really impacted my life and to culture and to our community, as entertainers, as Black people, as just amazing spirits. So I'm grateful for you all. I love you all. Thank you for showing up today for me. You always go by Theo Huxtable. Rest in peace. Yeah, I love him. I love you guys too. Thank you guys. Thank you for crying with me, for sharing this moment with me in time. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care of your hearts. Take care of your minds. Pray if you need to. Ask God to comfort you during this time, and pray for his family, that his family be comforted, his wife, his daughter, his mom, yeah, and all the other people, his friends and family that are really hurting right now. So keep us all in prayer, guys. I'll keep you in my prayers. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you. Bye.